Thank you. So inductance L. Across that you are connecting alternating source of EMF E equal to Vm sin omega t. The equation for the current is I equal to Im sin omega t minus I. So we'll see the phase difference. Phase difference between voltage and current is 90 degree, and current is lagging behind the voltage by 90. And what is the maximum value of Im? Where Im is given by the equation Vm divided by omega. This is very important. Im is equal to Vm divided by omega. Current is obtained by dividing voltage by some particular term omega L. So omega L should be the resistance given by the inductor. So omega L is the resistance offered by the inductor, and it is known as inductive reactance. Very important. And it is known as inductive reactance. Inductive reactance XL, which is equal to omega L. One more question. What is the resistance offered by the inductor to AC? It is XL equal to omega L. XL is equal to omega L. Inductive reactance. Okay, XL is equal to omega L. So where omega is the frequency, 2 by into L. So when you increase inductance, inductive reactance also increases. When you increase frequency, then also inductive reactance increases. So very important term. So if L is constant, we can write as XL is directly proportional to frequency. And so more question, what is the nature of the graph between inductive reactance and frequency? If you draw a graph between inductive reactance and frequency, straight line. So this equation, this is the resistance offered by inductor. It's a very, very important point. Okay, yes. Next is for DC current, what is the frequency? What is the frequency of DC current? Frequency of DC current is 0. So if we use inductor to control DC, just see what is happening. XL equal to 2 pi into L. That is 2 pi into L is L. That is so there is no resistance offered by inductor to DC. So you cannot control DC current by inductor because no resistance. Inductor cannot control DC current. Inductor can be used only for controlling AC current. That is also by increasing L, you can control it. When L increases, XL also increases, the current can be reduced. But DC current ke liye, for DC. Okay, when a constant current is applied, high constant, there is no frequency. There will be no opposition. Okay, when a constant current is flowing through inductor, that cannot be controlled by inductor because resistance offered is equal to 0. These are a very important point regarding the inductor. Okay, next we are going for third circuit, that is capacitor. That is also very important. Capacitor. Third circuit is you have a capacitor of capacitance C and it is connected to an EMF source where V equal to Vm sin omega. The capacitor capacitance C, we are connected to an alternating EMF source, voltage is V equal to Vm sin omega. So the capacitor will charge, which is an alternating voltage, capacitor is charging, positive plate become negative. So for time being positive and negative, at any time the charge of capacitor, because we are connected to an alternating voltage. Suppose the left side place is positive now, right side place is negative due to the charge at any time. So what is the PD across the plates of capacitor? So PD across the using the equation we will see PD across the plates of capacitor is equal to Q divided by C. So this will be the PD developed across the plates of capacitor. At any time, this potential difference across the capacitor must be equal to the voltage. So what we are going to write, so by Kirchhoff's second law, we write the equation as, so Q by C must be equal to Pm sin omega t, that is the voltage at any time. You can easily remember this. So what is the charge at any time? Charge at any time is equal to Pmc sin omega t. This is the charge at any time on the capacitor. It is not a constant, it's a variable. How to find out current at any time? What is the current at any time? I is equal to dq by dt differentiate the time. The charge is a function of time, the current is a primary differential. This is equal to d by dt of Vmc sin omega t. Okay, so Vmc is taken as outside, d by dt of sin omega t. Derivative of sin omega t is cos omega t into omega. Differential here. This omega is in connection to C, so we write it as Vm omega C cos omega t. I is equal to I equal to Vm into omega C cos omega t. So this omega C I am going to write to the denominator of Vm. Equal to I is equal to Vm upon 1 by omega C. Write like this. Why we are writing like this? Special meaning. Omega is taken to the denominator of Vm 1 upon omega C like cos omega. And this current is maximum when cos function take the maximum value. So the maximum value of the current is equal to Vm upon 1 by omega C. That is cos function take one maximum value. So equals number 1 and this equals number 2. The maximum value. So this is instead of this we can put maximum value. So by the remaining portion here, I at any time equals number 1 becomes I is equal to Im, I max. What else I am? Maximum value. So Im into cos omega t. So you have to remember what is the value of maximum current in the capacitor, that is Vm divided by 1 by omega c. That you have to remember. Cos function the change in terms of sine function. Now we have started with sine omega t will change. So this is starting with omega t phase angle. So here instead of cos omega t we are writing the sine. So how will you change sine? In the second quadrant, so we change it as sine omega t plus pi by 2. Okay, omega t plus pi by 2 you are right. So that is only option to start with omega t is a start value. Okay, cos 90 minus theta is also sine theta, but we want to get the equation as what omega t is start करना. So 90 plus 8 option I equal to Im sin omega t plus pi by 2 because we have to start with omega. Not 90 plus theta, not 90 minus theta, also same answer milega. But we want to get omega t plus pi by 2 p by 2. So current is equal by I equal to Im sin omega t plus pi by 2. So when this is the voltage across the capacitor and current at any time is equal to Im sin omega t plus pi by 2. Okay, so this is very important. So when we write together, when a voltage is supplied across the capacitor, current is Im sin omega t plus pi. What is the phase difference between them? The phase angle is here omega t. What is the phase angle here omega t plus pi by 2? What is the difference here? You can see that it is 90 degrees. Okay, the phase difference of 90 degrees there omega t and omega t plus pi. There is a phase difference of 90 degrees. So which one is having more phase angle? Current is having more phase angle. So current is leading the voltage by an angle 90 degrees. Current is leading the voltage by an angle 90 degrees. The phase difference between voltage and current in a capacitor is 90 degrees. Current is very important. Now, we'll see the variation of current with time as well as the phasor diagram. P equal to Vm sin omega t. So we are getting the current as I is equal to Im sin omega t plus pi by 2. Im का value याद रखना है voltage divided by 1 upon omega. 1 by we are writing 1 upon omega c conjugate. याद रखना. Now we are plotting the graph between the voltage and current. Voltage and current we are drawing on a single diagram. That means draw separately and superimpose करना. P by 4, P by 2, P by 4 and P. Voltage का maximum value is Vm, current का maximum value cos का मिला. This is minus Vm and this is Im. P equal to Vm sin omega t. The graph is 0. P by 4 90 maximum, P by 2 and the 3T by 4 minus Vm P full. So yesterday we are saying same kind of reference. This is a reference graph. That's okay. So V equal to Vm sin omega t graph is the same graph. That's common. Next is you can draw the graph separately. Variation of I with T and after that is super दोनों transparent है, so you can compare them. That is the meaning plotting V or I. एक साथ मतलब देख सकते हैं क्या क्या variation. Draw it separately and is super एक बड़ा वाला एक छोटा वाला रखो, you can see the difference. That is the meaning of the graph V or I. ठीक है? So it is omega t plus pi by 2 है. When t equal to 0, 0 angle में sin 90 है. Sin 90 is 1. So when voltage is 0, current यहाँ से start होगा. 90 sin 90 plus 90 is 180. P by the 180. So this is 180 plus 90, 270 minus 1. So the point will be here this way. 3T by 4, 270 plus 90, 360 0. Then T 360 plus 90, that is plus 1. So this is the variation. So we are getting the points like that and drawing a dot on variation of the current. Again, phase difference is 90 degree. When voltage is 0, current is maximum. When current is maximum, voltage is maximum, current is 0. That is the meaning of phase difference 90 degree. So we are drawing voltage with the time separately, current with separately, all is ऊपर together so that comparison मिलेंगे दोनों क्या है, what type of variation is. V और I का मतलब है दोनों अलग बना सकते हैं इसको. So you can compare this. So this is the variation of voltage or current with time x r when you want to observe. एक voltage है इसके ऊपर transparent वाला current भी चिपका है. Now, what is the phasor diagram? As I explained, this phasor diagram, maximum value of the voltage will rotate in the xy plane, and its projection on y-axis will give instantaneous value in sine function. So, Vm phasor and Im phasor. So, we'll see what is the phasor diagram next one. Phasor diagram is phasor diagram. The two-dimensional x-axis. First one is Vm phasor. Vm phasor will rotate through an angle omega t anti-clockwise direction, and its value Vm 10 volt. So that is represented by OA. OA vector. Vm phasor rotating through an angle omega t. And projection on y-axis will give you the value of P at any time. So this is the meaning of phasor diagram. So phasor means the maximum value is rotating vector, rotating in an angle omega t. Anti-clockwise direction represented by O is projection. From here to here, if you find out omega t angle. Okay. Now see the current. Where is the current? Current is omega t plus pi by 2. यहाँ से omega t तक आ गया. current has to rotate 90° more. So it will be the second quadrant. So it will be the second quadrant. It will be like this. This is your OB current represented by IM phasor. This projection will give you the value of I. दोनों एक एक्सिस में अलग अलग बना सकते हैं, इसके चिपका सकते हैं, तो you can comparatively get the idea. So that to study together, we are marking P and I together on minus, nothing else. So VBS में इसमें पास में एक्सिस है, इसमें I भी है, दोनों में एक्सिस. So the 9°. So this angle is 9°. The current is leading the voltage by 90°. Very very important capacitor. तो रेसिस्टर में दोनों में एक साथ है, इंडक्टर और कैपेसिटर में फेज डिफरेंस इज 90°. करंट लैग्स वोल्टेज बाय 90 इन इंडक्टर, करंट लीड्स द वोल्टेज बाय 90° इन कैपेसिटर. So one mark question on the entire question will be like this. There is a device X when connected across a AC voltage, the current lags by 90°. Name the device, write its resistance offered by the device to AC. It is inductor and it is known as inductive reactance XL, which is equal to omega L. So this is your capacitor circuit, and this may take important point there. What is IM? IM is given by IM का value Vm divided by 1 upon omega c. Im is equal to Vm upon 1 by omega c. So current का value is obtained by dividing voltage by some value denominator. So current is obtained by dividing voltage by some value. मतलब 1 by omega c must be some resistance. 1 by omega c must be some resistance. That resistance is offered by capacitor. So 1 by omega c, we call it as resistance offered by the capacitor and is called capacitive reactance. Capacitive reactance. And represented by X is equal to 1 upon omega c. But we kept the denominator. Otherwise, omega c, Vm के साथ लिख सकते हैं. But we are writing 1 by omega c so that voltage is divided by something, give the current, that part will be a resistance. So Xs is equal to 1 by omega c. The unit of X is resistance. But omega is X is equal to 1 by 2 pi nu into c. Very very important. 1 upon 2 pi nu c, where nu stands for frequency c the capacitor. अगर capacitance बढ़ा है, तो resistance offered by capacitor will decrease. AC current can flow very easily, and it is also inversely proportional to frequency. It is inversely proportional to frequency as well as inversely proportional to capacity. So, if C is constant, how does XC variation in frequency? Inverse proportion. The whole question: what is the shape of the graph between capacitive reactance with frequency? It is a rectangular hyperbola. Keyboard question. What is the frequency of DC current? 0 है. So what is the resistance offered by capacitor to DC current? Capacitor है, DC में कनेक्ट किया है. अगर I constant है, okay. So what will be the value capacitor के लिए? Value will be equal to for DC current. Frequency of DC is equal to 0. What is the capacitance here? Resistance offered by capacitor is 1 upon 2 pi nu into c. This is 1 upon 2 pi into 0 into c. 150 infinity. So capacitor offers infinite resistance to DC current. The capacitor blocks DC. Very important. So capacitor blocks DC. Why? Because DC के लिए resistance of frequency 0 है, offers infinite resistance. So capacitor cannot be used to control DC current because it offers infinite resistance. Inductor also cannot be used because inductor will not offer any resistance at all. तो ये दोनों काम नहीं कर सकते DC सर्किट. So these are the elements used to control what? AC. But resistance is the one that can be used to control both DC and AC. So these are the three basic circuits. By drawing phasor diagram, we get all the information. Suppose we are able to draw a phasor diagram of a particular AC circuit. So you can see that what is the maximum value of voltage, what is the maximum value of the current, and what about the phase relation also can be seen there, and their instantaneous value also can be calculated. That's the signal. So any AC circuit, if this is given to you, all other things can be calculated. Here we differentiated or integrated. Without that, we can do all the information from the phasor diagram. So next is our LCR circuit. In the LCR circuit, we will not use any mathematical treatment. Only from the phasor diagram, we give complete information. Before that, some more points. In the basic circuit, resistor, inductor, and capacitor. And I want to write the equation for what is the power delivered by these devices. What is the power consumed? Okay, that also you'll see. Separate, then we go for LCR circuit. That is most important. So resistor, inductor, and capacitor. We have to find out the instantaneous power delivered and what is the average power over cycle. Resistor and inductor. V equal to Vm sin omega t. Voltage, same value we have. So here the current is I equal to Im sin omega t. And here current I is equal to Im sin omega t minus pi by 2. Or this also again cos में change कर सकते हैं. This is equal to Im into minus cos omega t. For our convenience, let's say. So what is the power at any time? Power delivered by the device at any time. This is called power instantaneous equal to Vm Im sin into sin square omega. Sin square omega. So now we have to find out the average power over the complete cycle, 0 to t. For that we have to integrate this value. Integrate Vm Im sin square omega t. Dt being the limit 0 to t divided by t. This is the average power over one complete cycle. Constant can be taken outside Vm Im divided by t. Integral sin square omega t. 0 to t. Can anyone remember this value? बार-बार repeat करेंगे. तो शुरुआत में किया था sin square omega t integral 0 to t. Can anyone say that? It is t by 2. 1 minus cos omega t by 2 के integrate करना है. value t by t common integral है. तो t cancel and we are getting the value here. Average power to be average of one cycle is Vm Im by 2. So average power of a resistor circuit Vm Im by 2. 2 is equally divided for Vm and Im. So Vm by root 2 into Im by root 2. Vm by root 2. We have seen some special value. This is called VRMS. IR. So average power when current is flowing there, this is the power dissipation will be there, heat energy produced on that. This is calculated by VRMS into IRMS, direct numerical unit. Wherever you see the voltage and current specification, they stand for RMS value. The average power of resistor circuit is VRMS into IRMS. If R is the resistance, instead of V, we can put IRMS into R. So this equation can also IRMS square into R, resistance. Because V equal to Ohm's law, IRMS into R, I into I squared R, that equation. But IRMS stands for RMS value. So this is the power delivered in the resistor circuit. So when you use resistor to control DC or AC power consumption, there are some energies based in the form of heat. Definitely. So this is the method I say calculate. So I am doing for inductor, capacitor, you have to do yourself exactly same procedure in my hand. So in the case of inductor, equation B is written there, I is written there. So again, power at any instant. Power at an instant is equal to Vi. We are using this equation V and I. So Vm Im, take minus sign, sin omega t into cos omega t. Sin omega t into cos omega t. ये sin 2 theta format में multiply divided by 2. So this is 2 sin theta cos theta and writing sin omega. So this is the instantaneous power. Average power के लिए what is average power equal to integrate करना है minus Pm Im by 2 sin 2 omega t dt will limit 0 to t divided by t. The average power of the cycle. Constant can be taken outside Pm Im by 2t and integrate 0 to t sin 2 omega t dt. Sin 2 omega t dt separately I am marking here cos minus cos 2 omega t divided by 2 omega. Applying the limits 0 to t. This will be equal to minus 1 by 2 omega बाहर है बाकी उधर cos 2 omega is 2 pi by t into t minus cos 0. What is this t cancel? Cos 4 by 1 minus 1 0. So integral 0 to t sin 2 omega t is 0. So minus Pm Im by 2 t is 0. So average power is equal to 0. इसका मतलब है इंडक्टर में कोई वेस्टेज ऑफ एनर्जी नहीं है. इंडक्टर में कोई वेस्टेज ऑफ एनर्जी नहीं है. एवरेज पावर डिलीवर्ड बाय इंडक्टर इज इक्वल टू 0. एवरेज पावर डिलीवर्ड 0 है. नो पावर कंजम्पशन इन द इंडक्टर इफ इट इज एक्सट्रीमली प्योर फॉर्म. तो इसका मतलब है यू कैन कंट्रोल एसी करंट विदाउट एनी पावर लॉस बाय इंडक्टर. So is there any device to control AC without any power loss? Yes, it is inductor. Capacitor also same equation, but यहाँ पे minus sign देंगे, only no change. So exactly same process of minus sign देंगे, but the final value is equal to 0. So capacitor, inductor, both are the devices can be used to control AC without any power consumption. And resistor of course there will be power. And refer NCERT for the diagram for the voltage, current variation, the power, and that also you have to complete copy along with this. So this is for inductor already derived. And now for capacitor, I already marked for it. It's a minus sign. So minus sign under there. So exactly same procedure for what capacitor. So capacitor also power consumption is equal to 0. Okay, thank you. Other points will continue next class. So ये basic है. Properly learn this point, then you can start with LCS. Bye. Thank you.